Hello, and welcome to your daily oracle reading for Tuesday, July 22nd, nope, 21st, 2020. I'm Linda the Lightworker. I'm a shamanic practitioner based out of Santa Fe, New Mexico. My specialty is helping you get in touch with your ancestors, your higher self, your inner voice, your spirit guides, whatever you want to call it. If you want to find out more about me, check out my website, LindaTheLightWorker.com, or you can email me, LindaTheLightWorker@gmail.com, and I'll get back to you just as soon as I can. This is a general reading, especially during this time of COVID, to help us really stay on our life path, living one day at a time, doing our best to say nice things to ourselves and not taking everything too seriously. Holy cow, it's been nutty out there. All right, this is a general reading, so if this is your first time here, welcome. I'm so thrilled. Stick around to the end if you can, and let's jump into the cards. Today I'm working with the beautiful Stella Bennett, The Star That Never Walks Around, and I'm really enjoying this deck. I hope you are too. It combines the Native American philosophies along with tarot and other different spiritual beliefs and energies out there, the ancestors for sure. So check it out online. Our first card today is the King of Frogs. Now, this king is a wise advisor. This king seems like a manly, sort of masculine figure. And the invitation here is to, well, if you need to seek some wise counsel, go to a wise elder, maybe someone with a water sign is what I'm hearing. Perhaps a Cancer or a Pisces or a Scorpion. Very wise, the Scorpios. They have a lot to teach us always. But this is about you tuning into your inner self, your inner wisdom, and making sure you're making choices that are in alignment with your beliefs, your philosophies. Perhaps this is something you've learned from a father figure or someone. I just heard Lee Iacocca. I know that's crazy. It's not like we want to bring back capitalism, but who is that elder whom you respect, whose wise words bring you strength? It's not Lee Iacocca, but that was just spirit getting funny with me. So really tapping into that, because some of you are making, oh wow, we got a lot of big movement going on here. That's right, we've taken a lot of action yesterday. There's a lot of momentum, and some of you are starting to take action, and you might need to seek some wise counsel. So if you need to speak with perhaps an attorney or a specialist or an accountant, someone, a wise elder of some sort, they're coming forward. They'd like to speak to you, and it doesn't have to be in the physical world. This can be on the coconut line. Those of my dear ones out there who are experienced a journey, knowing how to go out, jump out of their bodies, go talk to their spirit guides, talk to them. There's messages. You have messages waiting. Our second card today is this. Now, this is a new one. I haven't seen this one before. This is the Magician. Now, look at that. Okay, first of all, here we have this symbol. This is the symbol for Leo. And I don't even remember reading anything about. I always read what the artist and the person writes in the guidebooks, especially with these non-traditional tarot decks, because these are channeled tools. And whoever has received this, while we're looking at this, while I'm looking at the image, I'm certainly receiving more information. But the author herself really has received a lot of information for these images to go with this. So I like to find out what they're about. And I didn't read anything about it, but I'm just noticing right now as we're looking, here's a frog, right? Here's the Frog King. And we had big frog medicine the other day. So the frog people are very close to Mother Earth. They have the ability to live in water and on land. They can be very grounded in their sage wisdom. And they also represent Mother Earth. Oftentimes the frog will come in to remind us of the balanced mother. Balance, balance, balance. I'm hearing a lot of balance. Okay, so the Magician card, now as we're moving into Leo, some of you might be ready to like, oh, I got to call my attorney. I got to call my this. I got to do this. I got to get my car in the shop and blah, blah, blah. Like that's a lot of get up and going. And that might not be exactly what you need right now. But here is what this woman is doing, or this magician is doing, is creating vision through the fire. So if you are a fire tender, or if you are connected with fire energy, today is like a great day for you to contain fire. We don't want to start any forest fires. I know it's been hot out there and dry, but look at how she is calling onto her ancestors. She's pulling energy from the fire. She is using the strength of the frog to be jumping through these. I'm seeing like this jumping sort of weaving of ideas and thoughts. And oh, it's the magician, right? Of course, you got to make your magic, baby. Well, how do you make your magic? Where is your fire? Cultivate it, get it, blow on those flames, make your magic. Some of you I know are really good magic makers, and we've just had the new moon, and the new moon, we're still feeling the effects of that, especially with this frog medicine coming forward. So go ahead and speak your intentions to the world, speak your intentions to the fire. Tell the ancestors what you're up to. They want to know what decisions you're making. You have resources all around you. This is not just energetic. This is about you being able to problem solve. Immediately, you'll know it's like you're making your own life stew. You're recreating yourself. So you can keep all these parts of yourself that are really great. I know many of you have done soul retrieval work or have worked hard in your recovery program to bring back some maybe playful sides or inventive sides or assertive sides or whatever kind of energy of yourself you're bringing to the fire. You have all the resources you need. Be creative, set your magic, set it out there. Yeah, have faith. That's what I'm hearing too. Have faith. Use your will. Free will. You have free will. Will is free. Your will is free. You have free will. What are you willing to do? That's what I always do when I'm making magic. I used to play this game with a friend of mine, my former whatever. I don't give people titles anymore, right? I used to have best friends and whatever. I don't have that anymore. But one of my dear beloved soul sisters. And what are you willing to do? What are you willing to do? Doesn't mean you're going to have to do it. Are you willing to wash the dishes? If you say whatever you're willing to do, somebody might show up and be able to do those things. That's how God works with me. But really speak your intention to the fire. Allow it to pull that energy, put it in the fire, pull it. It says pull and pushing and energy. Work it like taffy. I'm seeing like some of you making taffy. Have you ever watched Taffy on the Wheel? Oh, I love this one guy. It's called, I'm not digressing. You're going to get it. Lofty Pursuits. And he makes, I love his videos. He makes candy, hard candy from like the 1800s and taffy, you know, things you'd have at the boardwalk if you go to such places. So anyway, he often will show the taffy pulling because sometimes with hard candy, they pull it to make different colors. And it's fascinating to see how things stretch and fold and work into each other. So use that energy. Do the dance of 1,000 scarves if you have to. Oh, we know the power in that. Some of you know that dance. So, okay. All right, let's go to our final tarot card today and look at this. Another major arcana. These are real realities. That means this is the Justice card. Now, here are the images. Do you see the buffalo spirits are above the hides and they are tanning the hides? That's when they go scrape all the tallow, which is the buffalo fat. They're scraping it from the skin so that they can use that. They'll use all of the buffalo. The buffalo, even the buffalo spirit is there telling the story of his death in the ancient world and speaking. So she is talking to the buffalo and the buffaloes are talking to the buffaloes. So that means the spirit world is really here and participating in this rebalancing of justice. Now, justice, that's a loaded, here in the United States, that's a loaded word because there's a lot of injustice happening and terrifying things happening in our country right now. But Spirit is clearly saying that this balance, look at the image here, at how balanced it is between the spirit world and the working world. So this is the reminder that balance is restored when justice is served. Oh God, I hate even saying justice is served. But that's what Spirit's saying. Sometimes we have to take our serving of justice, and you know what? Sometimes it's good medicine. You get your wrongs righted. I don't think that's grammatically correct, but your rights will be wronged. Or perhaps an opportunity that's coming forward are two spirits conspiring. One of my soul sisters, I have to tell you, well, several of my soul sisters, can't just say one, because I know all of you, and not all of you who are watching, but many of you watching are my soul sisters. And I hear some of your, you know how our parents get commingled, our grandmothers sometimes will, my great aunt Mamie will jump in, or my father and your dad, or whatever. There's a whole slew of combinations of how it can work out. So these two buffaloes walk into a bar. These two buffaloes are really hanging out, watching them tame that hide. And so it's about rebalancing your work life so that you are nurtured. These women who are working on the hides, they're going to have food. They're going to have shelter because they make their teepees out of buffalo skin. That's a lot of buffalo. Those hides last a long time. I mean, it's honoring all the gifts of the buffalo, and the buffalo is honored to share it. Righting the wrong, especially in your professional life. I know, listen, some of you might be like me who used to have a corporate life. You used to play in those corporate worlds, and then we just couldn't participate in those ways anymore, and perhaps our exits were not so glamorous. How's that? It's rebalancing who you are so that you can step into your right work. She's working because it's going to serve her through the winter, and that's important. She can see what she's working for. These imbalances are being restored by you accepting the good fortune that's coming forward. I know many of you are starting new enterprises, changing your business, going with the flow, selling businesses, moving. So much change is happening. I just see this quagmire. It's like I see, hooves, like going through like tumbleweeds of still sifting everything out, animals, and almost like a tornado full of tumbleweeds and humans and furniture and animals and just all this energy that's out there around us. So as things are coming to fruition, especially for you, good things are coming. Good things are coming. They're happening now, happening right now, and it's rebalancing that imbalance. Some of you are doing okay here with the COVID during these times because many ways of how we used to employ ourselves, work in the world, they just don't work anymore, and now we have to adapt and change. So don't fear your past. Learn from your past. Some of you have got the fear button pushed. Afraid, well, what if I tried a website, I did that, blah, blah, blah. Learn from your mistakes. Don't repeat them, right? Isn't that the paraphrase that Einstein said? What was that? Insanity was doing the same thing over and over and expecting different results. When we change our actions, things change around us. When we change our minds, we change our lives. When we change our perspectives, we grow and expand. So allow yourself to grow and expand. Learn from your past. That coworker might remind you of somebody who you worked with in the old place, right? And you learned that when you trusted them, they didn't do X, Y, and Z. They didn't behave ethically, and shame on you for trusting them, right? Make sure you're in check. You are in your ethics. Why talk about other people? What's the point there? Stop gossiping. Doesn't help anybody. All right, our final card today is from the Sandra Ann Taylor's Energy Oracle card deck, which is really beautiful, has a lot of influences from Great Britain. I've got it in Great Britain, in fact. What a great time I had there. Oh, another bright one. Our future's so bright, we got to wear shades with this one. Look at this beautiful woman. Where's my light? There. So we can see her light. Look at how bright she is. That is the Patience card. Oh my God. Look at her. Look at how patient and beautiful. and the strength of her feathers. Patience is saying, let go of that false sense of urgency. You can dial down that anxiety level. You can dial it down. You can slow the anxiety down, because the anxiety that's overtaking your brain requires patience, love, and compassion. Now look at these beautiful wings on this beautiful patience. I love how that shield is right at her third chakra. Now for women, some men too, but that third chakra, that I am, that self-esteem chakra, is the one that blows out first, because women are natural caregivers and will tend to give of themselves until they deplete themselves. So the shield, or they allow others to come in and rob their energy, right? There's a program for that. If you want more info, ask me. I'll tell you all about it. But this shield is most important so that we are blocking out any other energies that might try to come infiltrate, and allowing that light energy to percolate behind it. And do you see those beautiful wings? If you are having trouble releasing this false sense of urgency, slow down. Why? Slow down. You're moving too fast. Slow down and sing the patience song. Although now I have that, slow down, you move too fast. Feeling groovy. Yeah, you got to slow down and be patient, and let those wings engulf you and surround you and protect you. Allow that patience to come in. That's the invitation. Have patience with yourself, especially if your fear button has been overexposed to the pandemic and is stuck in the on mode. Recognizing that's what's happening, that you're still feeling that anxiety. What is the urgency about? Slow it down. I see a clock unwinding. We need to unwind that anxiety. And, I wrote the patience song when I was caring for my mother, and anyone can sing it at any time. And the lyrics are very easy, and the melody is up to you. And the words to the song are simply patience, 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 patience. You can sing the patience song 1,000 different ways. And then the final words to the patience songs are, with love. So sing the patience song for yourself so that you can feel that energy that's all around you, that you can tap into that energy, that you have the patience with yourself. Because some of you are trying some new things that are really kind of scary, and you haven't done it in a long time, or it might be going back to some old stomping ground. You have some fear. So sing the patience song, slow it down. You're going to be all right. Everything's working out, kitten. You're doing a great job. Honest to Pete. Holy cow, that's our reading for today. What a long reading we have. But you know what? You're worth it. Go easy with yourself. Allow that light energy to just soothe away that anxiety and dial it down. Step into you and be the patience. Imagine that face as your face. And once we do that, then we're able to slow down and relax and enjoy the journey. Because as they say, as some say, it's said that when we enjoy each step of this journey, even the magical steps, even as you're calling on your ancestors and drawing on all your resources, energetic and spiritual and monetary or craft-wise, whatever that means to you, as we celebrate each moment, then when we arrive to wherever we want to go, of course it's a joyful celebration because we were celebrating the whole way. Like, can you even believe we made it to today? I mean, that in itself, that's a miracle. For sure. All right, my dear. What a great day. Stay hydrated. Make sure, especially if you're out there making magic, you've got some good magical snacks near you. And drink a lot of water. Be good to yourself. Say nice things to you. And when you're unraveling that anxiety, just say to yourself, there, there, little girl. There, there, sweetheart. There, there. Oh my gosh. Boy, haven't you done a lot? Let's just take a load off. Let's relax. Let's have a nice glass of lemon water or whatever beverage makes you feel happy on a hot day. Lemonade maybe, or iced tea, or something good for you that makes you feel good and gives you energy. And you can just unwind all that anxiety and say, it's all going to work out. We have what we need for today. Make sure you do. Make sure you have everything you need, because you're going to be all right. Because today is the only day we need to worry about. And we were told not to worry, so there's no need to worry today. That's why we do it one day at a time. Today's the only thing we have to think about. All right, my dear, I love you, and I look forward to seeing you next time.